Qualitative and quantitative research do not have the same goals. Quantitative research typically asks, how much, how many, is there a relationship between this thing and that thing? Can this be generalized? It's about measurement, correlation, prediction, testing hypotheses. Qualitative research, on the other hand, asks things like, how do people experience this? What does this mean to them? What are the underlying processes, stories, or patterns? It's about meaning, understanding, context, and depth. So if you're asking rich, exploratory questions about things like culture, identity, meaning, guess what? You are not doing the soft version of quantitative work. You're doing the right method for your questions. That's it. A lot of PhD students doing qualitative work feel a bit second class. They feel a bit less than because their work doesn't involve numbers. Their work doesn't involve statistics. But here's a wild thought. Not every research problem can or should be solved with numbers. Some experiences can't be reduced to variables or Likert scales. And anything that tries to do so just kind of takes the complexity out of them. It takes the nuance out of them. So if you're a qualitative researcher and you're doubting that your research is rigorous, we need to perhaps reframe what we mean by rigorous. It can mean spending weeks wrestling with messy data, developing themes, and reflexively engaging with how your own position shapes the analysis. That is intellectual heavy lifting. Just because it doesn't involve SPSS doesn't mean it's any less valid. It doesn't mean it's any less important. You're just doing a different kind of thinking, a different kind of research, but one that still counts. Get in the comments on this if you haven't already. If you're a qualitative researcher, have you ever found yourself comparing your work to quantitative standards? Have you ever downplayed your work because it doesn't have numbers in it, because it doesn't have statistics in it? Or maybe you've got a real sense of pride in the research that you do. Share that too. There are other people who really need to hear that, so get typing. This is a big one. Quantitative research often aims for objectivity, distancing the researcher from the data, minimizing bias, using standardized measures. That is a totally valid approach for some questions. But qualitative research acknowledges that we as researchers are part of the process. Our experiences, our assumptions, all of those things shape the way that we interpret data. So qualitative researchers think objectivity, like total objectivity, is an illusion. And pretending that objectivity is possible, that is something that hides your influence rather than accounting for it. So instead of aiming for objectivity, qualitative researchers aim for reflexivity, being transparent, honest, and thoughtful about how you're engaging with your data. Reflexivity isn't a flaw, it's a feature of qualitative research. It's what makes your work trustworthy and insightful through that element of transparency.